Google have just burnt search engines to the ground, the thing they're famous for, and started again. They're rolling out their AI mode, which actually doesn't come as a surprise to a lot of people because a year ago they introduced their AI overviews, but this is a complete redo on Google search. And I think in a couple of years we'll look back and think the way that we used to find information, trying to search through dozens of blue links and piece everything together ourselves that was manipulated by SEO specialists will be laughable because everything will be way, way more streamlined. So, what is AI in search and how is it going to change both from a consumer user perspective and how can we cope with it as marketing specialists? So, AI in search, going beyond information to intelligence. And we're going to go through, I'm just going to give you a quick overview here, and then I've actually got access to the search model as well so that we can literally try out this AI mode as we go today. But essentially, it's taking away the pain of research with Google and having to piece all the information together yourselves and doing all that top of funnel initial research. It's going to give you deep search mode, it's going to give you live capabilities, shopping capabilities, and even have personal context from your search history. So this is what Google is going to look like in the future. I think we've established that. It's not a surprise that it had to make a change to not lose ground to ChatGPT and other LLMs. And now we're going to have way more AI in our search. So I want to go through a few searches today that first for general information, for businesses maybe, product searches away, just to show you how you can expect to show up in search going forward. So let's use search terms that we would use. We'll start with maybe a more informational middle of funnel term with like best running shoes. Or let's try and go even a bit more niche, trail running shoes in 2020. And this is my first time using it, by the way. Best trail running shoes in 2025. And we'll see how it operates. You can see before you'd get a list of links. What we just saw then was AI actually looking through all the links and pulling all the information. So instead of us going to each page and making a note, oh, all of them recommend that one, all that one, and making sort of cobbling together a better list and researching ourselves, we're going to get everything up front from content on the web. And that's an interesting point because if Google is using content on the web to inform its AI results, but not sending clicks, how long will people still create content for their websites just to serve AI? That'll be an interesting development as we go forward. I think for the really top of funnel informational keywords that don't have any product or commercial or transactional intent, then people might not be so keen to create content, certainly for Google's purposes, just for it to reiterate it and sum it up for the user. But if you've got a product like running shoes, then SEO is still really relevant because what we've got here is a list of the best running shoes. So we need to be making sure we're optimizing and marketing our products in the same way because we're either going to get this main overview here that we're seeing, or we're still going to get articles coming up on the right. So there is still traffic to drive to websites. If we click, what happens if we click a link? If we click a link, it brings up products to buy and also where you can buy them, including the best price and rating and some other stuff in there like free delivery, 90-day returns. So it's pulling out rich shopping options into the search for you and giving you more information overall about the product, actually. So we can start to dig down. This is really cool, actually. We can start to dig down into the products on the right here. Google reviews on a particular product as well. And videos, which is another important topic of how we're creating content. So that's really interesting that we're no longer going to have to search through a random top 10 list written by a biased company. And hopefully as it learns about you and your search and who you are as a person, it's probably going to tailor these results even better to you as a runner as it learns about you over time. Let's try a new search and talk about let's think of an informational term like what is blockchain technology. This would be something that a cryptocurrency company might have in the past written a blog about to try and capture search traffic to their website. If we go and use that in this new AI overview, it's looking at 113 sites with 7 other searches. So it's finding more information about your search and presenting the information back in a really concise manner with a clear explanation, features and benefits to give you an overview and giving you some sources as well on the side. So I think it kind of says if you're just an informational content producer and you don't have any product or anything behind your site, then you're going to see a severe sort of drop in clicks as people move to this AI search. You need to be delivering something else, product or tool wise, or further down the funnel, because at the top of the funnel here with these informational terms, Google's just going to scoop up all that. And I think their aim is to try and keep people within their platform as much as possible, to serve them ads and to shop through their platform to generate their revenue like that, rather than losing people off platform into informational content. It's a bit like social media. They try and keep you within their confines. They don't want you clicking links and leaving their platform. I think Google is going a similar way with their AI mode. Should we try some local search terms as well? Maybe like accountants in London. Maybe I'm someone looking for an accountant in London. We'll see. Again, it's doing 7 searches, 100 sources, and it's finding accountants in London, which has not actually delivered anything. AI responses may include mistakes. Financial advice, please consult a professional. So it's not actually given me any results for that. I don't know whether that's a glitch or it didn't want to because it's financially led and it doesn't want to make any mistakes. Let's try this again without the spelling mistake and see if it, because I would have thought it was going to bring up some maps and some businesses. Okay, here we go. This is what I thought it might bring out, some more information from Google business profiles. Interestingly, yeah, it's going to start generating maps. It's a little bit slow at the moment, or I think this is going to be a map. Interestingly, it's not loading that at the moment. It's obviously still being tested and rolled out, but I'm assuming this is going to be a map generation of where the businesses are located potentially. But again, important from a business and product perspective that you are optimizing your site for a way that brings out your business in these searches. Now, what's interesting is it's searching itself. So it is using search engine technology to go and find information and retrieve it and present it back to you. So in a way, SEO still needs to be carried out because you still need to rank on Google or search engines, even if you're not actually sifting through the information yourselves, for these bots to then, or these LLMs to bring the information forward to a user in their journey. So I've mapped out where this is going from a marketing perspective. And as we've discussed, like if you're just purely information for Google and search engines and you're trying to be only top of funnel or a content producer, then you're going to have a really hard time. You need to have a full marketing funnel. You need to have a product or a service to sell at the end, because that's what Google wants. It wants to keep you in its confines as much as possible in this AI model, and then only deliver out services and products to users when they absolutely need to. So you should stop really relying on pure organic website traffic. You need to be building out your media and your content in a more holistic way, meaning that when people are searching for you and they're looking for those 7 touch points around the web, they're not going to find it just through Google anymore. You're going to need video that can be brought out in LLMs, or when they're searching on YouTube or through social media, or still providing that long form content as well. But having a much more defined marketing strategy and quality, I think, is going to come through with content. There's no point in just putting out what are guides and how to do this and X versus Y guides, because LLMs are going to be able to summarize that content. You still need to be publishing high quality with a marketing objective rather than to just try and get traffic. It needs to fit somewhere in your marketing funnel and not just be generic informational content like we've seen for so long with SEO. So yeah, creating content with clear business impact that delivers original information and original insight, again, to search engines. Really focusing on high quality, solving client problems everywhere to deliver them through to your product on your website, on YouTube, on social media, paid ads, offline, everywhere. Because SEO isn't a single marketing channel anymore. It's part of a wider marketing spectrum. And all of these, firstly, are going to be touch points for customers. And secondly, help paint you as an expert or the best in class for LLMs. That's what the essential goal is here now, to be included in AI mode search results. LLMs need to see you as the leading authority on a particular product, the best product in a category, the best product for a particular fit. So solving problems in a specific high quality way is going to help you do that. Everything is going to become a large language model as we go. Everything is going to rely on this. And that's why we need to focus on getting visible in AI search, not just the standard old informational SEO that we've seen over the last 10 years that's evolved, which, let's be honest, a lot of SEO content is garbage. it's not really that useful to a user. Most people wouldn't stand by their SEO content, and they don't use it in their wider marketing because it's not that good. Like, a lot of people won't email out their new blog post guide because it's filled with just loads of random information to try and make search engines happy rather than actually be a problem directly solved for a user. And, SEO isn't dead, it's just changing. But just pumping out a ton of informational content anymore for the sake of it is going to die.